Creating a news agenda that reflects an unbiased view of Asian current affairs without relying on external news sources. Asia Vision, Asian news through Asian eyes. For over 30 years, we have been getting stronger and faster. This year alone, we have added 4 new members, increasing our total to 13 members, contributing and exchanging news material every day. But our influence is just not limited to the region. We have been expanding our network across the globe. In the Middle East and Northern Africa, we have Sister Union, Arab States Broadcasting Union, sharing news with us daily. In Europe, we exchange news with over 60 different European broadcasters, and in America, CNN receives news materials from AVN and broadcasts them all over the world. Asian news is changing faster and having more of an impact on global affairs than ever before. Through improvements in technology, journalists are able to submit and access more news stories and receive updates faster through our newly integrated internet-based platform. The new internet platform has made it easier to contribute and access current news events, and the rise of membership participation has led to a dramatic increase of items being exchanged over the last year. With the exchange of news comes the exchange of ideas. Members can also benefit from AVN journalist workshops and attachment schemes in our bid to create partnerships, spread knowledge, and elevate standards. So, contribute your views in global affairs and join us as we document history in the making. Asia Vision, Asian news through Asian eyes.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I'm Nasma Abdul Muhsin and this is AVN News. The White House welcomes a meeting between North Korea's Kim Jong-un and China's Xi Jinping as a positive prelude to potential talks between Washington and Pyongyang. US President Donald Trump, however, maintains that a maximum pressure campaign against North Korea will continue. Speaking with VOA's Korean service, an East Asia expert says the visit was also Kim Jong-un's effort to fortify his position before inter-Korean talks scheduled in April. Jesusiman Oni has more.
The surprise meeting between North Korea's Kim Jong-un and China's Xi Jinping is seen as a positive step in Washington. U.S. President Donald Trump said in a tweet, "Now there's a good chance that Kim Jong-un will do what is right for his people and for humanity." More proof, says White House Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders, that the U.S. pressure on North Korea is working.
We're going to be cautiously optimistic, but we feel like things are moving in the right direction.
The United States has ramped up pressure on North Korea through sanctions, even going after companies across the globe that trade in illicit goods with North Korea. The White House is taking a wait-and-see approach before it commits to formal U.S.-North Korea talks, but says Kim's diplomatic debut in China shows North Korea is ready to negotiate.
You saw him leave for the first time since becoming the leader of North Korea, leaving his country for the first time for that meeting, and we consider that to be a positive sign that the maximum pressure campaign is continuing to work, and we're going to continue moving forward in this process in hopes for a meeting down the road.
Kim Jong-un's first foreign trip since assuming power in 2011 comes amid rising tensions with China over Pyongyang's nuclear ambitions, and just weeks before a scheduled meeting with South Korea.
It's natural that when you have big meetings coming up, you want to show that you've got diplomatic maneuvering room and support. In the eyes of South Korea, China is a sort of alliance partner with North Korea. And even if that alliance is strained now, it's a way of showing that Kim Jong-un is not isolated going into the meeting.
Chinese media reports suggest Kim Jong-un is open to denuclearization talks, but only if South Korea and the United States respond to Pyongyang's efforts with goodwill.
Based on how North Korea has elaborated its conditions in the past, it probably means at some point the end of the U.S.-ROK alliance, the withdrawal of American troops from the Korean Peninsula, the end of the U.S. nuclear umbrella, None of those things is something that any American government or any South Korean government would be willing to contemplate.
The inter-Korea talks planned for late April could be followed by a face-to-face meeting with Kim Jong-un and President Trump. Until then, Trump tweeted that his maximum pressure campaign will continue. Jesus Samaoni, VOA News, Washington.
We could see the world's first city with a population of 100 million by the end of this century. That is the conclusion of new research into the speed of urbanization in many fast-growing countries in Africa and Asia, which suggests even small cities could balloon into huge metropolises in the coming decades. Henry Richwell has more.
By the end of the century, the world's population is forecast to reach up to 14 billion. 80% of those people will be living in cities, according to the new research.
We're now seeing the urbanization wave heading through China. That's toward the latter part of its urbanization, and now it's headed for India, and then we'll see it culminate in the big cities of sub-Saharan Africa.
That could mean the first 100 million city. The top candidate is Lagos, Nigeria. Today, its population is 20 million, not the biggest, half the size of Tokyo, but one of the fastest growing. In 2 generations, Lagos has grown 100-fold. By 2100, it is projected to be home to more people than the whole of California.
Lagos, Dar es Salaam, Kinshasa, these are the cities that are looking at 4 to 5-fold increases in population. By the end of the century, the lion's share of large cities will be, the top 20, if you will, most of those will be in Africa.
Lagos sprawls across 1,000 square kilometers, an urban jungle of skyscrapers, shantytowns, and everything in between. Its population grows by 900 people per day. The poorest residents, often migrant communities, live in slums by the lagoon. Amnesty International has warned of ruthless forced evictions to make way for new developments, which they claim have left more than 30,000 people homeless and 11 dead.
The threat of being evicted, the threat of being chased away overnight has grabbed people to the extent that they cannot even walk, operate, or do anything in this area.
Across Africa, the median age is under 20. The fertility rate is 4.4 births, and Africans are becoming increasingly urban. Even small cities are forecast to balloon in size. Niamey in Niger could grow from under 1 million today to 46 million by the end of the century. Blantyre in Malawi from 1 to 40 million. Asia too will witness huge urban growth. Kabul, Afghanistan, is projected to hit 50 million people. Despite the associated problems of slums, poor sanitation and pollution, Hornweg says increasing urbanization can be a good thing.
Cities, by their nature, because of our more compact lifestyle, can provide a quality of life higher than anywhere else with less energy per unit of GDP. So cities actually provide a really important opportunity. We won't get to global sustainability without big cities.
Many cities in the West are predicted to plateau or decline in size. By the end of the century, only 14 of the biggest 100 are forecast to be in North America or Europe. Henry Richwell for VOA News, London.
A Nigerian entrepreneur is turning plastic waste into raincoats, school bags, car covers and shoes. He says he is doing his part to fight pollution and encourage recycling while making a practical fashion statement. But not everyone is buying into it. VOA's Mariama Diallo reports.
Nigerian entrepreneur Olayemi Samson is working on his latest piece made from recycled waste to add to his collection. As a little boy models the finished product, a raincoat made of plastic, Samson says this is a way for him to fight pollution.
I got to understand that over 27 million statutory waste littered on the streets on a daily basis. So I begin to ask myself that, where this waste, it takes 20 to 30 years before they decay, and where are they going to?
That's when he told himself there's a way of transforming the environmental nuisance into something useful. First, a trip to a dump site to pick up some water bags, then washing and disinfecting them before applying his skill of turning the material into school bags, shower caps, and even car covers. But while it took a moment for some to get used to the idea, he says, many have now embraced it.
Some people were so skeptical about it initially. So when people begin to wear the school bag, the raincoats, they became like a star somehow because it was attracting people's attention that what brought about this creativity of this waste, being used into something useful.
But not everyone is enthusiastic about the idea of reusing plastic bags as clothing.
No, I cannot use it because these water sachets are dirty. It is not good. It is a waste product. I won't allow my child to wear it as a cloth to go to school or a bag to go to school. It doesn't make any sense.
Yes, I can use it because seeing the pictures, it looks lovely. Well, it depends on the kind of outfit I'm using it for. But I can use it probably for leisure, stuff like that. But I think when it comes to something very serious, I won't use it.
According to a World Bank report, Lagos generates 9,000 metric tons of waste daily. Samson, whose business is not profitable yet, says he hopes to be an inspiration to young people and those in authority when it comes to protecting the environment. Mariama Diallo, VOA News.
Sub-Saharan Africa has the youngest population in the world and it is growing rapidly. How will African countries cope with the sizable new generation striving to study and work? Universities on the continent are already overwhelmed and experts say the curriculum needs to be changed to better meet the needs of the workforce. For VOA in Dakar, Sophia Christensen has the last of these reports on higher education in Senegal.
Every week, Mormati Ndoye buys cheap clothes from Dakar Sandaga market. He sells them for a small profit.
After graduating with my degree in physics and chemistry, I needed a job to make a living, but I realized that university hadn't given me the qualifications I needed.
After a year of rejections, Mormati started a part-time course in geomatics and urban planning, what he hopes will be marketable skills in a city overrun with construction projects.
This training will open many doors for me. I can go into remote sensing, cartography. I now know how to make and interpret a map and how to manipulate spatial data.
Like most countries in sub-Saharan Africa, Senegal is struggling to employ its youth, especially when they are educated. According to 2017 government data, the unemployment rate in Senegal is actually highest among people with more than a secondary school education.
In Africa, there is this incompatibility between the content of university programs and the needs of the economy. Young people going into higher education expect a higher quality of life and easier access to jobs, but in many countries they are actually more likely to be unemployed.
Just over half of Senegal's working population is employed in agriculture. The service sector comes second, followed by occupations such as construction and mining. But at Senegal's main public university, more than a third of students are studying humanities. The government sees the need to diversify. Senegal plans to open technical training schools in each of its 14 regions. The state is also building a new agricultural institute and a science and technology university devoted to fields such as electromechanics, aeronautics, land management, and agribusiness. But young people say they need guidance.
Looking back, I would have preferred to do something different, like being a builder, for example. I can't even see the point of having studied, and I can tell you, I'm not the only one.
Moussa Diatta got a government grant to get his degree in finance and banking at a private institute in Dakar. But he has found little demand for his skills. Instead, he manages a second-hand furniture warehouse. He fears time is running out. Each year, 200,000 more youth hit the job market in Senegal. Sophia Christensen for VOA News, Dakar.
Italian surgeon Marco Dolfin suffered a major setback in 2011, one that completely changed his life. That was the year he was involved in a serious motorcycle accident that left him paralyzed from waist down. But Dr. Dolfin never gave up. and he never lost hope that one day he would practice medicine again. As Iacopo Luzzi reports, new technology has made his dream possible.
The life of a surgeon is always quite hectic.
Thanks to a wheelchair that converts into an exoskeleton, orthopedic surgeon Marco Dolfini is back doing what he loves best, helping other people through medicine. The 36-year-old has been working at the San Giovanni Bosco Hospital in Turin for 6 years.
I have it tailor-made for myself.
The specialized wheelchair allows him to rise to a vertical position so he can operate like other surgeons.
Even now, I see, in the eyes of a patient that I have met for the first time, a bit of astonishment, sometimes mistrust. But from the moment we start talking of his or her issues, and we begin developing the empathetic relationship between doctor and patient, the wheelchair goes on the back burner.
In 2011, just 2 months after getting married and 3 weeks after starting his career as a surgeon, a serious motorcycle accident left Dolfini paralyzed from the waist down. The accident changed his life, but he was determined to do the thing he loves most, practice medicine.
Leaving work only because it is thought that someone with a disability cannot do certain things. I wanted to try firsthand and see if I could have actually still been able to do certain things. When I have seen that there were no real, practical obstacles, I have kept going my own way.
Dolfini has overcome great obstacles and now leads a full life. He is now the father of twin sons and recently competed in the 2016 Paralympic Games in Rio de Janeiro, where he placed 4th in the breaststroke competition.
I have yet to understand whether it was a question of luck or misfortune. Let's say that, nevertheless, I like the fact that I have found a new normality. My condition might be heavy to stand sometimes, but at the end of the day, it has given me many joys. Hence, I believe that having had a second chance was definitely good luck.
Marco dreams of competing in 2020 and says he has learned important lessons from the challenges he has faced.
Giving yourself completely, putting all the passion you have, does often pay you back in terms of results. Maybe it won't happen right away. Maybe it will come about in other ways. But in the end, it is what, in some way, allows you to reap what you have sowed.
Iacopo Luzzi for VOA News, Turin, Italy.
And that's all we have for you right now. Thank you for watching. Have a very pleasant day.
Asia Vision, Asian news through Asian eyes.
अधिकालेगे फानो मिस्तको न विस्नेहे लसला हुं कियावा विदाल वे देवु मटका वकी वकी कोते मन रसकलांगे कुरान बाबा देवीमे अदिते मन रसकलांगे कुरान एकी फहरमति बाबा देवीमे
दिवेहि राज्यगे एम्मे अलिगद तरीगे कामयाब सीजन तकफौ कुडकुदिन हासको मिहर हुवालनी दिवेहि राज्यगे एम्मे अलिगद तरी जूनियर ಸೋಳಹರ ದಿನದ ಮುರ್ಫ್ರಾಗ ಕುದಿನ ಬ್ಯಾರುಂಗೆ ಫುರ್ಸತ್ ಮಿಹಾರ್ವನಿ ಹುಡುವಾಲಿಫ ಬ್ಯಾವ್ರಿಗುಮಂ ಎಸ್ಎಂಎಸ್ ಕುರಾನಿ ಇಟಿ ಜೆಸ್ಸುಮ ಫಹು ಹುಸ್ತಂಕೊಳ ದೂಕುರಬಾಫ ನಮಾ ಉಮುರು ಕುಜ್ಜಾಹುರಿ ಅತೊಳ ರಾದ್ದಿಯು ಮೊಫಹು ತಿನೆಸ್ಸು ಮೆಸ್ಸುಮಕ
Compared to you, oh Allah, you are the greatest, nothing can compare.
ದ್ವಿಹಿ ರಾಜ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಎಮ್ಮೆ ಅಲಿಗದ ಥರಿ ಜೂನಿಯರ್
BFFs Carla and Muna are on their most exciting journey by far.
Woo! That was the coolest thing in the world!
Tackling insane challenges that'll test their courage and friendship.
Thank you for being my strength. Okay, hug time, hug time.
Misadventures Asia. Thursdays on Outdoor Channel.
Hey, I'm Muna Bagharib with Outdoor Channel. Catch my fearless outdoor escapades with my friend Carla on Misadventures Asia right here on PSM Connect.
ಕೊಲಮಾಫುಟ್ಟ ಅಳುಂಡ ಫೇವಿ ಹಿಸಾಬುಂ ಕೊಲಮಾಫುರನ್ ತಿವಿದಾಳು ಹೂಣು ಮರ್ಹಬಯಾಯಕಿ ಅದಿ ಕೊಲಮಾಫುರಿನ್ ಅಳುಮೆನ್ ತರಗ್ಗಿಯ ಮಿಕುರಾ ಮಸಕ್ಕೆ ಬಲಾಗ ತುಂ ರಂಜು ಕೊದ್ದೆ ಬಾಗುತ ಅಳುಂಡ ಫಸೇವಾನ ಮಿರಶುಗೆ ಇತುರ್ ಬ್ರಿಡ್ಜ್ ನಾಳಾವೆಸ್ ಫುದಿಗೆಂದಾನ ಕಫಾತು ಏಕಿ ಕಂತತ ಕೊರಬಾಫ್ತಿ ಏ ಶಕ್ಕೆ ಬೆಸ್ನೆ ಗೊತು ರಾಜ್ಯನ ತರಗ್ಗಿ ಅಳುಮೆಂಗೆ ವಿಷ್ಣು ಹುರಿಗೆ ಬಲಾಗನ್ನು ಅದಿ ಹಮೆ ಯಾಕಿ ಮುನಿ ಕೊಲಮಾಫುರಿ ಹುಳುವಾದ ಮಟ್ಟಕ ತಿ ದೆವ್ವಿ ಅಳುಮೆನ್ ದೆಮ ಫಿರಿನ ತಳುದನಿ ಅಳುನ್ ಬೇನುಮನಿ ತಿಬೇಫ್ನುಗೆ ಇದುಗೆ ತಳುದನಿ ಅಳುಮೆಂಗೆ ದಿವೆ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಮೆ ಒತ್ತಿದ್ ಮ್ಯಾರಥಾನ್ ನೆಗೆ ಅಳುಮೆಂಗೆ ಟ್ರೈನ್ ಕಿ ದುವಾ ಟ್ರೈನ್ ಅಳುಮೆಂಗೆ ಟ್ರೈನ್ ಕಿ ಎಗೋದಕ ಸ್ಟಕ್ ಕೋಫ ಹುಟ್ಟಮಂ ದುವಾ ಟ್ರೈನ್ ನು ಮಿ ಮ್ಯಾರಥಾನ್ ದುವಾರು ಏಕಕು ಅಣಕೋಗೆ ಬಜೆ ಅಳುಮೆಂಗೆ ಉಮ್ಮೀದುಗೆ ದಮ್ಮರುಗೆ ಗೊಸ್ತೆ ಏ ಹುಳುಕೋಳು ನಿವಾನುದ ಏಕಕು ಅಣಕಕು ಪಾಸ್ ಕುರಾರು ಏಕಂ ಕುರವೇನಿ ಪೆನ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕನ್ನು ಏಕಂ ಕುರವೇನಿ ಆರಾಮೆನೆತಿ ದುವಂ ಕೆರೆಬರುಗೆ ಎತ್ಲೀಫುನ್ ತಕೆ ನುಗುವೆ ಕುರವೇನಿ ಏಕಂ ಕುರವೇನಿ ಹಮ ನೂಕರೆ ಫುರಾಗ ಜುವಾನು ಎಮೆ ಏಯಿ ಜುವಾನು ದಿವೆ ಮುಜ್ತಮಾ ಮುಹಿಮ್ ವಾಸಾವಕ್ಕೆ ಏಯಿ ಅಳುವನು ದಿವೆ ಜುವಾನು ದೇಂಬೇನುಮ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಕಿ ಅಳುವನ್ ದೇಂಬೇನುಮನಿ ಮಾಯುಸ್ಕಂಗ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಅನ್ನು ಅಳುಮೆನ್ನಕಿ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಕಣುಗ ಗುಡಾ ನುದೇ ಫತಿಬಿ ಯಹಾಫೈನ್ ಅಬಿಗ್ಗೋತುಗ ವಾಕ ಅಳುವನೆ ಬೇನ್ಮೆನು ಅಳುಮೆನಿಕಿ ದಿರು ಹುರಿಬೆ ಅಳುಮೆನ್ ಮಿ ಫರಾ ಟ್ರೇನ್ ಅಳುಮೆನ್ ನೆಮ್ಮಾನೆ ಅಳುಮೆನ್ ದಾಂಬೇನು ಬಹಸಾಬಗೋಸ್
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome you all to a very new episode of Talk Maldives. I'm Zinat Hassan. In today's program, we'll focus on Pakistan-Maldives ties. As we all know that Pakistan is one of the very first country which established diplomatic relations with Maldives. In the past 52 years, both countries sustained a very strong bond. To elaborate more on this, the bilateral ties and other areas of cooperation, I have with me the newly appointed Ambassador of Pakistan to the Maldives, His Excellency Vice Admiral Retired Wasim Akram. Welcome, sir. Thank you for joining us.
Namaduhu wa nusalli ala Rasul al-Kareem. Amma ba'd. A'udhu billahi minash shaitan rajim. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Thank you very much.
You have presented letter of credence to the President Abdullah Yamin Abdul Gayoom on 20th of March. So in these days, how far Maldives treated you?
I came to Maldives on 27th of January this year, and Maldives is nothing new to me. I came to Maldives for the first time, that was back in 1981, and last time I visited Maldives was in 2008. So I knew Maldives, and Maldivians are very close to our heart, and Maldive people are very loving and tolerant people, and they have always treated the Pakistanis very well.
As you mentioned, prior to your appointment, you have been in Maldives on 2 occasions. So can you compare then and now?
If I have to compare that time and today, I cannot express this in words. Maldives has totally transformed from a sleepy town. Male was a sleepy town back in 1981. There was only one cinema, one playground, and few houses. Now Maldives is a beaming city with all the modern infrastructure, road, rails, hospitals, and above all the people, very dynamic people in Maldives. So Maldives has transformed over the year from a backward country, in my opinion, one of the most vibrant country of South Asia.
Okay. Let's talk about Maldives and Pakistan ties. Pakistan established diplomatic relations with Maldives back in 1967. Over the years, both countries has, further strengthened the existing bilateral relations on mutual interest. Especially further strengthen the existing bilateral relations across all areas. How do you define the relationship as of now?
Maldives is a brotherly Muslim country. The sovereignty, independence, and moreover the identity of Maldives as a Muslim country is very important to us. So the moment Maldives got independence, we established diplomatic relations, and since then both the countries enjoy a very strong bond of friendship, which is based on mutual respect and non-interference into each other's affairs. And these bonds are cemented over the years.
When we talk about bilateral ties, we are very much aware that defense cooperation is an area that Pakistan helps in. How do you define the defense cooperation between both countries?
Yeah, so far we have just trained about 54 officers and non-commissioned officers from Maldives, and our relations with Maldives in defense field, I would say, are moderate. We got to enhance it further. We would love to help our brothers where we can, and we also can learn from your experience, because you are surrounded by sea and your sailors and your marines are quite professional, and Pakistan can learn a great deal from you also.
We are aware that Pakistan Army Chief is going to visit to the Maldives on 30th of March. What are the programs planned, and what do you expect from his visit to the Maldives?
The Chief of Army Staff is visiting Maldives on the invitation of Major General Ahmad Shyam, and he is here basically to meet him. It's a routine visit, and here they are going to talk naturally about the defense collaboration. Apart from that, the Chief of Army Staff will also call on the President of Maldives, then Foreign Minister, and the Defense Minister. But his main purpose of visit is to have better defense collaboration with Maldives, and how Pakistan can help Maldives in future in the defense of the country.
The press release you released from the Pakistan embassy says during his visit to the Maldives, both governments will discuss about the national security of the region. So far, what's on the agenda?
It is not particularly about the region. What we think is that no country has the right to interfere into the other country's political issues, because it's the internal matter of Maldives, and our Prime Minister, President, and our Foreign Minister has clearly stated that we believe that it is the ongoing political crisis in Maldives is the internal matter of Maldives, which the people of Maldives and the government of Maldives would be able to handle at their own. So there's no particular agenda as far as this thing is concerned. As far as the security of Maldives is concerned, I will again say that independence of a Muslim country is very important to us, and we would like to help Maldives in whatever way we can.
When we talk about the economic relations between Pakistan and Maldives is quite minimal. It is because the sea link or the sea transport within Maldives city and the Karachi, the financial capital of Pakistan, is it's not there actually. So what do you think, or how can we further strengthen the economic relations between the both countries?
Yeah, financial relations, the economic relations these days are very important, and once you have a political convergence, you should also have economic convergence. But unfortunately, we do not have a direct flight from Karachi to Maldives, and secondly, there is no ship plying on Karachi-Maldives routes. So that is why our trade ties have not strengthened. But we would like to improve these ties. Secondly, we would also like that more and more people should go from Maldives to Pakistan, because there has been a lot of propaganda that the security situation in Pakistan is not good, and you know that the people who do trade, they are very sensitive to the security issues. So we are trying to dispel that impression, and Maldivians are welcome to visit our country, see it by themselves, and have trade ties with us.
Previously there were scheduled a flight between the both countries, but then it has stopped. Is there any chance, or is there any plans to start the direct flight within both countries?
At this point in time, it is not on the cards, but as our relationship get better, which is getting better day by day, I think that there will be a flight, inshallah, in future. At this point in time, I don't think so there will be a direct flight between Karachi and Maldives.
Let's recall the recent visit of the Pakistani former Prime Minister, His Excellency Nawaz Sharif. There were discussions within the government, and we saw the joint statement of both leaders, President Yamin Abdul Gayoom and Nawaz Sharif. And the most interesting part I saw was that Pakistani Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif announced the establishment of a medical college or medical university in the country, that too fully resourced by the Pakistan government. So how far is it progressing now?
Pakistan has provided the requisite funds of about $5 million to Maldives, and one of our advisors is also here. Maldives government has made a steering committee which is looking after the project, and we are helping them. Due to the political crisis which are over now, alhamdulillah, now we will put a focus on this matter, and we will try to have this college established as quickly as possible, because it is for the benefit of the people of Maldives.
There are other we saw His Excellency's visit. There are other areas that they have discussed about. One was sending doctors to the Pakistan for the training. Even now we see a lot of local doctors train in Pakistan. What are your plans to, boost the placement or scholarship for the doctors and other medical helpers?
As far as the scholarship is concerned, we have already enhanced the seats in our medical colleges for the students of Maldives. For the training of the doctors, they are welcome. I have not received any request as yet. As soon as your Ministry of Health gives us any request, they will find a house job or a specialized training in Pakistan. Pakistan has a open heart sort of a policy for Maldives. Anything you require, we will be very happy to provide.
The current agenda of the Maldivian government is very much based on economic. Our country is very much open to foreign direct investment, actually. So is Pakistan interested in investing in Maldives? Because previously we mentioned that economic relation between both countries is quite minimal. So is there any chance, anything we can do to boost the relationship, economic relationship between the Maldives, and is it open to the foreign direct investment?
Yeah, the economic environment in Maldives is very conducive, and more foreign companies are investing in Maldives. So I would recommend to my private sector also that they should come to Maldives. It's a very secure Islamic country where people are very tolerant, dynamic and vibrant, and there are no problems. The only problem which I also see is that the connectivity which we have highlighted. So as the connectivity is going to improve, I think the investment from Pakistan to Maldives will also come. I'm sure about it.
Is there any areas where existing relation can be further strengthened between Pakistan and Maldives?
Yeah, in the field of media, Pakistan has covered a lot of ground, and we have a lot of experience. So I think that media-to-media contact is very important. Then in the field of IT, science and technology, in medical, armed forces, these are the few areas where the expertise of Pakistan can be shared with Maldives.
As the ambassador, what is your key focus? What are the areas you're working on during your tenure?
My key focus would be to increase the people-to-people contact, because there is a lot of negative impression about Pakistan. I would like to send maximum number of Maldivians to Pakistan to go and see it by themselves, that what is Pakistan, what we are doing, and how good people we are. Secondly, I would also like that previously a lot of Maldivians used to go for religious education to Pakistan. However, it has been discontinued to great extent, and we would like that Maldivians should again go to Pakistan. We have an Islamic university. It's of international standards, and we provide very good education in fiqh and Islamic jurisprudence. So I would like more and more Maldivians to benefit from this also.
Previously also you mentioned that very few Maldivians do visit Pakistan, and most of the Maldivians we see they goes for higher studies, especially on scholarships provided by the Pakistani government. If any individual who would like to visit Pakistan, is there any process that he can go by himself? What are the consular services you provide by the Pakistan embassy, especially an individual who wanted to go to Pakistan, like getting visa and all?
First of all, I would like to tell you that between both the brotherly countries, there is no visa requirement. All you have to do is to board an aircraft and go to Pakistan. And you can stay there for 1 month without any visa. As far as going there, Pakistan has a very beautiful northern areas where the Himalaya meets our plains. You can go and see it yourself. There's a lot of adventure in Pakistan. People from Europe and America, they do come to Pakistan for climbing and for mountaineering. So Maldivians who are interested to have good summers at a good place in a very less price than Pakistan is definitely should be on the cards.
There are few expatriate workers, I can say few, especially in the field of health and education, we see Pakistanis. Recently, you celebrated your Pakistan Day, being the newly appointed ambassador. I think it was the best chance you to meet your locals. So is there any concerns they raised regarding their stay in here? So how was it, the meeting with your own people here in Maldives?
Though I'm here for a short period, but I have met almost all the prominent Pakistanis who are working here or who are doing business here. They are very, very happy. The Maldivians are treating them very well, and they have no complaints. But I would love to increase the number of Pakistanis here, because there are a number of fields where Pakistanis could be adjusted. What is the hotel industry? Then our technicians are of very high quality. Our doctors are our paramedical staff. So I would like to, also our architects, our builders, and our labor is also of a very good quality. They are working in Gulf in a very big way, but I don't see them working in Maldives. And I would like to enhance their presence in Maldives.
Before you were appointed to the ambassador of Pakistan to the Oman, or then back now in Maldives, the second appointment. Previously, you were a 3-star general who served in Pakistan Army for so Navy for so many years.
Yeah.
So, what is the difference being Navy and being in the diplomatic?
First of all, in Oman, I was defense attaché. I was part of Navy at that time. This is my first appointment after shedding my uniform. That is about 2 months, 2.5 months back. It's a very challenging and a very important assignment. My country has imposed a lot of confidence in me, and I'm here to help the Maldivian government that how we can intensify our relations, because there is a dire need that Maldives and Pakistan relations are intensified to an extent that we can help each other in the time of need and crisis.
When you were in the Navy, you twice visited Maldives on missions. So how was those visits? How were you treated when you were an admiral and then now as a diplomat here? So what's the difference actually?
First time once I came here on board ship, I was an under training officer. So we went to Willingly Island. It was a beautiful resort. We had a wonderful time there. Second time once I came, I was a contingent commander of 2 ships. Whenever I come to Maldives, the Maldivian people have treated us very well. Once we came for the first time, I remember school children coming in a very big number visiting our ships, and then exchanging their telephone numbers and home addresses with us, and they were very much interested to come to Pakistan for higher studies. Once I came in 2008, although the school children, they came to the ship, but now they could speak very fluent English. The education standards in Maldives have improved tremendously, and they were very proud Maldivians. So I think over the years, Maldives has consolidated itself as a very vibrant, educated, and very well looked after nation in this region.
In your service in Pakistan, what was your most? What are the fond memories you can recall now?
Actually, you see, the Navy runs into my blood, and there is not a single thing which I can share. There are memories which is spread over about 4 decades. I have served Navy for about 40 years. But I cherish every moment which I've spent out at sea. I'm basically an aviator and in the air above sea. I cherish every moment. There is not a single day which passed by on the day which I do not remember Pakistan Navy or my comrades in Pakistan Navy. But life has to move on. This is my new assignment. This is a new challenge, and I would like to do it. And all the experience which Navy and my nation has given me, I will use it to do my duties to the best of my abilities.
Right now, a lot of things happen in geopolitics, I must say. We are in a region where China is rising, India is there, and then there are some people, some foreign media reports, national security issues, and sometimes US says Pakistan is a haven for terrorism, sometimes used to say. So what's your say on this, especially geopolitics in this region and the US?
What I would like to say that Pakistan has defeated terrorism in its all forms and manifestation. I can assure you that we have eradicated all the terrorist bases which were on our soil. Yeah, there could be a single wolf hiding somewhere in Pakistan, but we have given a lot of sacrifice in war against terrorism. We have lost about 50 to 60,000 men, women, children, and we have also lost a lot economically. It is of the tune of about 250 to 260 billion dollars, which we have spent or lost due to war against terrorism. So as far as our image is concerned, we are trying to improve our image. There is no terrorism now on Pakistani soil. Rather, Pakistan is a victim of terrorism. We have caught people who were instigating terrorists on our soil. We know that there are links where the hostile agencies have planted terrorists on our soil. But having said that, we have no hegemonic designs in the region. We want peace at home and we want peace in the world. We have no hegemonic design, I would say, for anybody in the region, neither for our neighbors nor for any other country of the region.
Let's talk about Maldives and Pakistan's relationship and support in the international arena. SAARC, Maldives is also a member of SAARC and Pakistan too. And in the platform of SAARC, Pakistan has also a lot of help to the Maldives. And when we ran for the UN Human Rights Council, also Pakistan supported us. And now Maldives is trying to get a seat from UN Security Council. So how can Pakistan help in these international platforms, in international arena especially?
Yeah, first of all, let me put it on record that we are very thankful to Maldives, that whenever we have required Maldives' help on any national or regional fora, the help has been forthcoming. And I can assure you that Pakistan will not disappoint you, and all your gestures will be reciprocated, and Pakistan is a good friend. It's a time-tested friend, and it will prove itself.
So before we conclude, what's your message to the Pakistanis who are residing in Maldives and also the local people of Maldives?
For Pakistanis residing here, I have a message that you people are the real ambassador of Pakistan. So do not do anything which harm the image of Pakistan. Rather promote the image of Pakistan as a peaceful, progressive, forward-looking, enlightened country of the region. And for the people of Maldives, I have only few words to say, that we Pakistanis love Maldivians. We would love to see you in our country, and you are very hospitable people, but you will find us not lacking in this respect if you visit Pakistan.
Thank you, sir. It's a pleasure you've been here and talking about this program. We're hoping to see you soon.
Thank you very much. Pleasure is all mine. Thank you. Thank you very much.
With that, we conclude this edition of Talk Maldives. See you next week. Until then, bye-bye.
ದುನಿಯೆಗೆ ತಟ್ಟಕುಳೆ ಫುಟ್ಬಾಲ್ ಮುಬಾರಕ್ ಕೊಮ್ಮೆ ಹತರು ಹರಕುಂ ಎಂಗ ಹರ್ ಬಾವಂ ಹಮಜಸಿ ನವಾರ್ಸ್ಟೇಕ ಅಶಾವಿಸ್ವಣ ಹರು ಬೇವಿ ಫೀಫಾಗೆ ಬದ್ದಮುಗ ಫುರುತಮ ಫಹರ ದುನಿಯೆಗೆ ಎಮ್ಮೆ ಶರಫರಿ ಫುಟ್ಬಾಲ್ ಮುಬಾರಕ್ ಬೇವುಮ್ಗೆ ಶರಫ್ ಹೋದಿ ಏರು ದೆಮಿಲಿಯನ್ ಮೀಹುಂಗೆ ಆಬಾದಿಯೆಂ ಒಯ್ ಉರುಗ್ವಾಯಿನ್ ಫಸ್ಕಾಮಕು ಮುಬಾರಕ್ ಬೇವುಮು ಶರಫ್ ಹೋದ್ಮ ಕುರ್ಮತ್ತಿ ನಮಸ್ ದೆಕುಣು ಅಮೆರಿಕಾಯ ನಿಸ್ಬೆ ವಾಗಾಮಕ ಫೀಫಾ ಎಮ್ಮೆ ಶರಫ್ ತಿನಿ ಎಮೀಹುಂಗೆ ಹುಷೇಳಿ ಪ್ರಪೋಸಲ್ ಎಹೆಂ ಹುರಿಹಾ ಫರಾಯತಕವ್ವರೆ ಮೊಳು ಇತುರುವಮು ಮುಬಾರಕ್ ಬೇವುಮಂ ಉರುಗ್ವಾಯ ವಾದಕುರಿ ಹೋಲೆಂಡ್ ಇಟಲಿ ಸ್ಪೇನ್ ಅದಿ ಸ್ವೀಡನ್ ನಮಸ್ ಮೀನ್ ಎವಿಸ್ ಟೀಮಕುಂ ಮುಬಾರತುಗ ವಾದಕ ಫೇನುವೆ ಎಗಾಮ್ಗ ದುನಿಯೆಗೆ ಎಮ್ಮೆ ಬೊಡು ಮುಬಾರಕ್ ಬಾವಾದಿ ಫಿನಮ ಮುಬಾರತಂ ಹಾಸ ಕಂತತಕೆ ಕುರ್ಮ ಎಮೀಹುಂ ನಿಮ್ಮಿ ಏಗೆ ತೆರೇಗ ಮುಬಾರತ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಟೇಡಿಯಂ ಎ ಕಾಯಂ ಕುರ್ಮಾ ಟೀಮ್ ತೊಗೆ ಅಕೊಮಡೇಷನ್ ಎಹನಿಯಂ ಕಂತತ ಕೊದ್ದೆಂ ಉರುಗ್ವಾಯಂ ಹುಷೇಳಿ ಮುಬಾರತಂ ಉರುಗ್ವಾಯಿನ್ ತಯ್ಯಾರು ಕುರಿ ನುವದಿ ಹಾಸ್ ಮಿಹುಂಡ ಬದವೇವರುಗೆ ಮೊಂಟಿನಿ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಸ್ಟೇಡಿಯಂಗೆ ಮಸಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮುನಿ ತೇರ ಟೀಮ್ ವಾದಕುರಿ ಮುಬಾರಾಯ್ ಫೆಶೆಂ ಎಮ್ಮೆ ಫಸ್ದು ಹಾವಿ ಫಹುಂ ಆಮುಕೊ ಬ್ಯಾರುಮ್ಗೆ ಫುರ್ಸತ್ ಹುಳುವಾದಾಗೆಂ ಬೇಬಿ ಮುಬಾರತುಗ ವಾದಕುರಿ ತೇರ ಟೀಮ್ಗೆ ತೆರೆಂ ಗಿನೈ ಸೌತ್ ಅಮೆರಿಕಾಗೆ ಟೀಮ್ ತ ಎ ಸರಹದ್ದುಂ ಅರ್ಜೆಂಟೀನಾ ಬ್ರೆಜಿಲ್ ಚಿಲಿ ಬೊಲಿವಿಯಾ ಪೆರುವಾ ಪೆರಗ್ವಾಯಿಗೆ ಎತುರುಂ ಉರುಗ್ವಾಯಿ ವಾದಕುರಿಯರು ಯೂರೋಪುಂ ಬ್ಯಾರ್ವಿ ಎಮ್ಮೆ ಹತರು ಟೀಮ್ ಎಯಿ ಫೀಫಾ ಫೆದ್ದುಂ ಗಮ್ಮೆ ಇಸ್ಲೋರೆಂ ಅದಾಕುರಿ ಫರಾನ್ಸೆ ಸಿನ್ನಾ ಯೂಗೋಸ್ಲಾವಿಯಾಯ ರುಮೇನಿಯಾಯ ಬೆಲ್ಜಿಯಂ ಏಷ್ಯಾಯ ಆಫ್ರಿಕಾಗೆ ಸರಹದ್ದುಂ ಎವ್ವಿಸ್ ಟೀಮ್ ಬ್ಯಾರನು ಇಂಬಾರಾತುಗ ದೆಂ ಬ್ಯಾರಿವಿ ದೆ ಟೀಮಕಿ ಮೆಕ್ಸಿಕೋಯ ಅಮೆರಿಕಾ ಜುಮ್ದ ಅಶಾರ ಮೆಚು ಕುಳು ಮುಬಾರತುಗೆ ಸೆಮಿಫೈನಲ್ ಹೊವಣಿ ಯೂಗೋಸ್ಲಾವಿಯಾಯ ಅಮೆರಿಕಾಯ ಅದಿ ಅರ್ಜೆಂಟೀನಾಯ ಉರುಗ್ವಾಯ್ ಫೈನಲ್ಗ ಅರ್ಜೆಂಟೀನಾಯ ಉರುಗ್ವಾಯ್ ಬದಲ್ಕೊಂ ಹತರ್ಲನು ದೆನಡು ಮೊಳುವೆಗೆಂ ಫುರುತಂ ಫಹರ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಕಪ್ ಉಫ್ಲಾದೀರುಗೆ ಒಲಿಂಪಿಕ್ ಮುಬಾರತುಗೆ ಚಾಂಪಿಯನ್ ಕಮ್ಮೆಸ್ ಹೋದಿ ಉರುಗ್ವಾಯ್ ಮಿ ಮುಬಾರತುಗೆ ಹದ್ದಿಯ ಗೋಲ್ ಜಹಿರು ಅಶಾರ ಗೋಲ್ ಜಹಾಗೆಂ ಎಮ್ಮೆ ಗೀನ ಲನು ಜಹಿ ಟೀಮ್ಗೆ ಮಗಾಮ್ ಲಿಬುನಿ ಅರ್ಜೆಂಟೀನಾಯ ಎಕ್ಮಕ್ ಮೆಕ್ಸಿಕೋ ಅತುಂ ಅರ್ಜೆಂಟೀನಾ ಹಾಯತ್ತಿನಕೊಂ ಮೊಳುವೆ ಮೆಚುಗ ಎಮೀಹುಂಗೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಗೋಲ್ ಜಹಾ ಫಣಿ ಲಿಬುಣು ಪೆನಲ್ಟಿ ತಕುಂ ಮುಬಾರತುಗೆ ಎಮ್ಮೆ ಗಿನ ಲನುಜೆಹಿ ಕುಳುಂತಿರಿ ಎಕಂ ಹುಬುಣಿ ಅಗ್ ಗೋಲ್ಸ್ ಜೆಹಿ ಅರ್ಜೆಂಟೀನಾಗೆ ಗುಯಿಲಾಮೋ ಸ್ಟಬೇದಿ ಮುಬಾರತುಗೆ ಎಮ್ಮೆ ತಫಾತ್ ಬೊಡುದ ತಿಯ ನುಕುಮಫಣಿ ಸೆಮಿಫೈನಲ್ಗೆ ದೆಮೆಚ್ಕ ಅರ್ಜೆಂಟೀನಾಯ ಅಮೆರಿಕಾಯ ಉರುಗ್ವಾಯ ಯೂಗೋಸ್ಲಾವಿಯಾ ಬದ್ದಲ್ ಕುರಿ ದೆಮೆಚ್ವಿಸ್ ನಿಮುನಿ ಹಲನು ಎಲ್ಲನುಗೆ ನತಿಯಾಯ್ ದುನಿಯೆಗೆ ತಟ್ಟಕುಳುವೆ ದೆವಣ ಫುಟ್ಬಾಲ್ ಮುಬಾರಕ್ ಬಾವಂ ಫೀಫಾಂ ಹಮಜಸಿ ನವಾರಸ್ಟೇಕ ತಿರಿಸ್ ಹತರುವಣಹರು ಇಟಲಿ ವಿಲಾತುಗ